States and our partners stand together in insisting that we not repeat the mistakes of the past, and that the pressure will continue until North Korea matches its words with concrete actions. Thank you.
Where will the meeting take place?
Any preconditions, sir?
Can Kim Jong-un be trusted, sir?
You heard it there.
Well, that's it. I believe that's the National Security Advisor to the President of South Korea. Very, very interesting. Now, let's use our brains and ask ourselves some questions here. I know what they're going to say tomorrow. I know what all the talkers are going to say tomorrow. That the President has brought North Korea to its knees. And that Kim Jong-un has cried uncle. And that they're prepared to denuclearize North Korea. They're prepared to do it. And they want to meet President Trump immediately. Now, number one, President Trump deserves all the credit in the world for what he's been doing. He's done more to take on North Korea than any president since Truman. Excuse me. He really has, and I've talked about it many, many times. I'm very proud of what he's been doing with North Korea. Now, this is where the rubber hits the road, right here. North Korea has done this time and time again to Democrat presidents and Republican presidents. And so you need to ask yourself, putting the president aside, why would Kim Jong-un agree to this? Why would he do this? Why would he do this? The gross domestic product in North Korea is $40 billion. The gross domestic product in the United States is $17.6 trillion. They have spent an enormous amount of their gross domestic product on perfecting ICBMs and perfecting nuclear warheads. They have spent decades, lying to Republican and Democrat presidents to reach this point. Decades. So why would all of a sudden North Korea want to talk to the president about denuclearization? Do you think, with China's assistance, North Korea is trying to play the American administration? Trying to suck the president into one more deal? We've been unable to hold North Korea's feet to the fire every time they violate a deal. Every single time they do it. As a matter of fact, when we pulled our nuclear warheads out of South Korea, North Korea agreed that they would not pursue a nuclear program. They started blowing up old nuclear silos and so forth as evidence of it. And then one day, Kim Jong-un's father said, no deal. Because the United States has taken provocative actions. No deal. After receiving billions and billions and billions of dollars in food, in oil, you name it. And so, do you think it's a good idea for the President of the United States to meet with Kim Jong-un by May? Now we're almost in the middle of March, so that's within 6 weeks. As opposed to sending emissaries to feel him out and see exactly what's going on. Do you think they're playing to our president's ego? Don't get me wrong. All these politicians have big egos. But do you think that's what they're trying to do? You'll hear tomorrow talk show hosts who are now listening to this show talk about how this is Nixon going to China, how this is Reagan dealing with the Soviet Union and Gorbachev and so forth. Or is it Clinton dealing with UN? Obama dealing with UN? Bush dealing with UN? The other Bush dealing with UN? And so forth and so on. It's a completely different situation, I would argue. And here's the thing. We won't actually know for years. We won't actually know. Probably for years. So count me as a very deep skeptic. Not about our president and what he's been doing, which I applaud, but about this. But about this. We shall see. Now, it'll be interesting to observe how the Democrats react to this. Won't it? The Democrats have been saying, time and again, that the President of the United States is going to create a nuclear war with North Korea. That he hasn't handled North Korea properly. MSNBC, CNN, the networks, Washington Post, New York Times, they've all voiced this here and there, directly or through contributors. What will they say now? But we, rational Americans, unlike the left-wing Democrats, we need to be very sober and circumspect about this because we have a history of many, many decades dealing with this family in North Korea where they've taken everything we've given and they've achieved everything they've wanted. I don't trust them. Why should we trust them? Let me put it to you this way. Is there any agreement that we've entered into with North Korea in the last 35 years that they've upheld? The answer is no. And is there any agreement that we've signed off on in 35 years that we've enforced after they have violated them? The answer is no. So a regime that builds ICBMs, a regime that builds nuclear weapons, all of a sudden wants to talk. Well, we need to be very, very suspicious of this. And I would give you some friendly advice. You'll do what you want. I would push out of your ears as much as possible the left-wing Democrats, the media, and quite frankly, the pom-pom boys and girls and the Rockettes. Because this isn't about a cheerleading squad, nor is it about the Democrats and their hitmen on TV and so forth and so on. Think this one through for yourself. That's my advice. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
Soon, but I want to finish on tariffs. We also have now the Korea matter, and also the matter I spoke of the first hour, the extensive domestic surveillance that took place, right up to the inauguration of the new president, maybe beyond. You never know. Back to tariffs. As you know, I don't understand. Maybe you can help me. Even put the issue aside briefly. How can so-called conservatives in the media, whether they write, whether they speak, whether they're on TV, how can they oppose these massive across-the-board tax increases on the American people as counterproductive to economic growth, as undermining the tax cuts that already took place, as driving up the cost of everything, from a can of soup to an automobile and everything in between? Taxes that wind up in the government's coffers for bureaucrats to spend and redistribute to other people. How can they embrace this under President Trump when they rejected it under Barack Obama, when they rejected it from Bernie Sanders? How can they do that? Are they unprincipled? Are they confused? What happened? I'll be right back.
Plastic conservative fire. The Mark Levin Show. Call in now at 877-381-3811.
Oh, yes, our wonderful CRTV, folks. It's my second-year anniversary on Levin TV. 424 episodes. You believe that, Mr. Producer? In 2 years. 424 episodes. And we're going strong. And I'm going to be doing this for the long term. You really need to join us. You don't know what you're missing. Many of you, you hear me talk about it. I'm telling you, give it a try. You get a trial period for 7 days. If you use code Levin2, just say Levin2, you get 20% off. We're trying to entice as many of you as we can to really enjoy TV. We're going to reinforce your principles. We're going to reinforce your values. We're going to reinforce your beliefs. We're going to explain American history like it needs to be explained. 200 shows a year. Now, we have my brand new show on Life, Liberty, and Levin over on Fox News. I know you like it. If I don't tell you this, you won't know. Do you know at 10 p.m. on Sunday on the Fox News channel, my show not only beats CNN and MSNBC, it beats CNN and MSNBC combined, plus several 100,000. They've never seen anything like this at 10 p.m. on Sundays. Thanks to you, my beloved audience. And this Sunday is the Israeli Prime Minister, the great Benjamin Netanyahu, for 1 full hour. And over at Levin TV, if you enjoy watching me on Fox News, you can watch me almost every night for less than $8 a month because we don't have any commercials over at Levin TV. It's straight through. It's a lot of fun doing that show. It's a different show, but we focus on the same beliefs and principles and values. If you enjoy me on the Fox News channel now, if you enjoy me on radio, you're really going to love this. My father doesn't miss this. He puts it on his Samsung TV, and you can do the same thing, and watches it every night. So if you're ready to get past the superficial fluff that fills the liberal media mainstream, you want more of what you see on Sunday night, more of what you hear behind the radio, without commercials, I really want you to join us over at Levin TV. And when you sign up for Levin TV, you're signing up for CRTV, the entire network, with Phil Robertson, with Andrew Wilkow, Steven Crowder, and a whole lot more. So get a full year of CRTV for less than $8 a month when you use promo code Levin at checkout, Levin. Give us a call, folks. 844-LEVIN-TV. We'll get you all set up. It's very simple. It's extremely convenient. 844-LEVIN-TV. And while we're at it, you should check out our Facebook site at Levin TV Facebook. Levin TV Facebook. We have a growing community there. And we post our clips for the upcoming Levin TV show, which launches immediately after my radio show each evening. But the clips are posted earlier, and they're posted earlier and first on Levin TV Facebook. So add that to the social sites, bookmark it, check us out, Levin TV Facebook, and I really hope you join us. The price couldn't be better. It's a very professional program. As a matter of fact, except for this Sunday when I interview the Prime Minister of Israel from the Blair House right across from the White House, that had to be done for security reasons. For the most part, when you watch me on Fox News, I'm doing the show from the Levin TV studio.